Hello and welcome to my channel. This is part 2 of a mini-series. The last video, part 1, had me riding my bicycle from Edmonton to the town of Devon, and that's where I left off. So here we are. Alright, I don't know what the time is right now, but my rig right behind me, it's ready to go. I guess I'll have to check the time once I'm on the water. I just want to get going because Edmonton is not exactly around the corner. It's at least 2 or 3 corners, and then I have to go almost all the way through the city to get home. So gonna try this. Wish me luck. I didn't even know this at the time, but the total distance I was hoping to cover was almost 47 kilometers. A wonderful day. So I'm on the North Saskatchewan River in the town of Devon. It looks different here from Edmonton. I have to turn the camera around so you can see this, because look at this wall. This is like, I hope it's a solid sandstone wall, but you just never know, right? It looks more like sand almost. At least part of it might be. Yeah, if that ever comes down. Yeah, I just launched minutes ago, and now it's already 3:40 almost. So the daylight hours in Alberta right now, they're probably until about 8:30 at night. So 3 plus 5 would be 8. So I'm gonna run like I have to paddle is what I gotta do, because otherwise I'm gonna run late. I don't want to get home to Edmonton in the dark. It doesn't really matter that much, but right now I'm on the river. I'm like way later than I thought I was actually gonna launch, but none of this really matters. So now the point is just to enjoy the journey. And well, guess what I got with me in the boat? But as you will probably understand, I don't want to get in trouble and having to look for this thing possibly in the dark and stuff, so, or underwater. Yeah, so I'll leave this alone for now. We're kind of close to the airport anyways. Devon it's relatively close to the Edmonton International Airport, and I don't want to fly my drone anywhere near that. But yeah, other than that, everything is super fine. And I'm floating toward Edmonton, and I'll keep you posted, see how this goes. So yeah, let's just do a quick recap of this bike ride. So I got lost. I had to get Siri on my phone to help me out. That got me here, so it was good that way. Then I got myself 2 Gatorades. One got consumed right away. I believe I already peed that out. Now I got the other one in the water bottle, and it's gonna stay cool in there. That's the idea. And well, since I don't have to do really all that much to get back to Edmonton on the water, I'm just gonna relax now, besides having to do a little paddling. So yeah, situation is really good. There are people on the beach. That kind of surprised me that there's so many people here. The beach is rocky, but it's still beautiful. And then the other side of the shore is this huge sandstone wall. I have tons of flexibility now. My rig is amphibious. However, there's one little thing that I noticed about my boat, and that's probably because it's a relatively cheap boat. It stretches. The vinyl stretches. Maybe I'm pumping it up too hard, but I heard that with the foot pump you cannot do that. So, but see, this and this hole originally lined up. Right now they don't anymore. Anyways, no big deal. Still perfectly good for riding home. This is an $89 boat, If it makes it through this season and a little bit of the next one, I don't think it owes me anything. Captain George checking in from somewhere in Alberta on the North Saskatchewan River. Well, I'm still in Devon, but I'm not anywhere near the place I launched this boat. I go more toward the middle of the river because I don't want to hit anything. So this is super cool. Like what I see here right now, there are no signs of any wildlife up there, but I'm sure there's somebody who lives there. Right now I'm not doing anything at all, nothing whatsoever. The river does a great job here just by floating. That's the beauty of it. I can relax. I want to see my boat from up above. You know, I'm still a little bit scary about launching the Mavis. I think we're still too close to the airport, but it is calm. It is really calm here. It would be perfect, except for the fact that there's this huge hill at the side of the river, and on the other side is trees. So if something happens and I have to land this on land, well, it's not the best conditions for that. There's like a beaver den here. You see that? I think that's a beaver den right there, or at least some kind of beaver construction. Right now I haven't got a clue where I am, which is fine. This summer. Summer means no worries. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Maybe where you live you don't have winter, or you don't have winter as much as we do, but the harsh winter that we get here in Edmonton makes you appreciate every single day of sunshine and 30 degrees so much more. And the forecast says this whole week's going to be great. Holy lowly, that was a motorboat. What else? But what we're looking at right here, to me it seems like an actual beaver dam. Look at all these logs and trees, and I mean, I don't know what else is in there. Unless it's all the trees that get swept there over time, all accumulate there for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I'm such a bad planner. I could have totally brought another bottle of water. Would have fit in here, no problem. I also could have made a sandwich or two, brought some apples, but no. I had to buy everything I consume in Devon, and it was a lousy ham and cheese sandwich and a delicious peanut butter cookie. Actually, the ham and cheese sandwich was okay. It wasn't bad for fast food, Tim Hortons style thing. I skipped the coffee because I know when I drink coffee, it stimulates the bladder, and that's the last thing you need on a boat. I mean, look at this. Imagine you're up there and you don't even know how steep this is. This could be dangerous. Yeah, it's so amazingly calm on this river. Starting to wonder how far I actually am, but I haven't seen any bridge for a long time. And I know, I think the next bridge that I'm aware of here, that's probably the Anthony Henday Freeway. And after that, I know that I'm in the Edmonton area. Right now I'm just in the middle of nowhere, and it's actually quite nice. It's so relaxing. I could just sit back and fall asleep, you know. But yeah, that could be that could involve a risk or two, so I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna float a little bit, paddle a little bit, you know, but I've seen a lot of stuff go by. I mean, I must be getting close to Edmonton. There's another beautiful cliff up there. Let me show you. If you do stuff like this, as long as you're not too daring or you don't do anything too stupid or whatever, I guarantee you, there's something floating. I guarantee you that you will never regret it. It's always worth it. You'll keep doing it over and over again, and eventually you'll be working just to enjoy life. And that's the way it should be. I'm still shaking. I flew the drone, I flew the Mavis, and yeah, let me tell you, it's calm here, it's super calm. It shouldn't be nerve-wracking at all, but it is. I'm still nervous because the last time I flew the drone from the boat, it didn't go so well. I actually lost it for a few days. If you want to see that video, well, I'm posting the card on the screen. But it is challenging, like me to tell you, but especially with this boat, it's not the most stable. I mean, right now it seems that way because the river is super calm and there's no wind here because everything around here is so high up. So yeah, I didn't fly the drone very high up at all. I just kind of tried to get some footage of myself and the river, the beautiful surroundings. I didn't dare to fly it somewhere where I couldn't see it right away. So yeah, there's just a lot of things to focus on when you're flying the drone and you're floating down the river. But I also saw that there was an island coming up, so if worse came to worse, I have a place to land it. And I think that's, for me, that's right now is the key, you know. There's got to be an emergency landing possibility there. Otherwise, I don't know, it's always a thin line between having really good time, really good footage and whatever, you know, and then just boops. Oh, no! There are still a few hours of daylight left and it's calm here, it's relaxing. Right now what you're hearing is an airplane. There was maybe 2 or 3 like that before, and other than that, I'm by myself here. I'm surprised there are no birds, no beavers, no bears, no... There was a butterfly. Now I'm looking at an island and I think I'm on the good side to go around it. I don't think it matters. It seems like both sides is good. Let me show you. See, right about there. I don't know if you can see this very well like this. The sun is still way up there, not setting yet. So I'm still good for a few hours. Yeah, I've been here. I've been on this river for quite a while and I haven't seen anything, no infrastructure. That over there, one kind of park building or whatever. There's one lady with her son after these people where I launched it. That's about it. It was so quiet here. This is like a vacation in the middle of the work season. That was the idea. Got a clue where I'm at, but there's some kind of fence there and it looks like there's probably a trail, but this is nowhere near Edmonton yet. Yeah, what if it gets dark and I haven't got a clue where I'm at? Like it looks like this. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is beautiful. There's not a soul here. How is this possible? You know what the trick is? You go on a Monday. You go do your big adventure on a Monday. That's the trick. Because everybody, the whole world is working. It seems like the river's going extremely slow here, but at least it's going. If you look at me and then you look at the shore, you could see that I'm moving, can't you? Yeah, how far is this and what's my speed? I mean, my speed right now, it's probably a little bit faster than walking, but how long does it take to walk 50 kilometers? Say you walk in 5 kilometers an hour, it takes 10 hours. 10 hours would mean that, yeah, I'll be in trouble. I can't be that far away from Edmonton because there's a power line here. I can hear there in the distance there's something like a highway. And I'm floating toward another island, so I navigate my way around that in some way that doesn't scrape my boat on some rocks or something. I'll get back to you when I'm past that narrow spot and then we'll see where I'm at, and I'll probably have to go pee at some point and stop and do that. Oh well. Too much information, I know, but you know, you have to think of these things when you go on a 4, 5, 6 hour boat trip. I'm on the island. I'm on an island. It's not a beautiful one. It's all rocky. Look at that. My boat's there. I just have to make sure that it doesn't take off on me by itself. And I'm just gonna pee right on the rocks here. I'm not gonna show you that. Hey! Well, instead I show you what was ahead. I couldn't even tell on my little phone screen, but there you can see the skyline of Edmonton off in the distance. And closer to me, there's the Anthony Henday Freeway Bridge. There's me on that little island. I'm done now, so you can look. And by the way, a little bit later in the video, I'll have a tip for those of you who are flying your drone with an iPhone in the hot sunshine, where the screen sometimes tends to get dark. Well, right behind me there, I can see now this is the Anthony Henday Freeway Bridge right there. Anyways, that is a sign that I'm definitely about to enter the Edmonton area. The sun isn't setting yet, but it's deep, it's like low, it's just, shining right into my eyes. There's the first mosquito of the day that I've seen. Not funny. Maybe they come out when it's not so hot anymore. Yeah, we had another nice day. It was probably 28 degrees or who knows what. Yeah, I used the drone over there when I stopped there just to give me a glimpse ahead. See how far like everything is, and I couldn't really tell, to be honest with you. Mind you, I want to share one more thing with you, because I have a good surefire way now to avoid your iPhone from going dark when you're flying your drone, when it's extremely hot outside or very bright sunlight, is to put it in low power mode before you go flying. That'll prevent all that. I guess the phone doesn't get as hot in that mode. That is perfect. You see all these islands there? See, these are all islands. And islands are crown land. So technically, you're allowed to camp on these islands. And, you know, I got some ideas. However, I'm not too sure about it all. There's another mosquito. How much more stuff can this boat really pack, you know? That's the big question. The boat would do it. It floats enough. But I don't know where I would put everything. It'd be pretty cramped. 3.5 hours on the water. I am finally looking at the first bridge of Edmonton. That's the Anthony Henday Freeway. Let's just do some more paddling. Paddle-a-laddle. I haven't checked the time. I don't know what time it is. It's maybe something I don't really want to know, but I have to check it very soon because I still haven't reached the Terwilliger Footbridge, which I imagine can't be that far away. I know that after that one there's the Fort Edmonton Footbridge, and then there's the White Mud Bridge, and then I'm really in an area where I'm quite familiar with all the trails and stuff, so that's where at least I want to get there to see, you know, perhaps ride the bike home. However, if it doesn't get super dark on here, then, you know, if I'm downtown or something, I think I might be able to see well enough. Yeah, it's gorgeous here. What a beautiful river this is that we have here. Alright, let's just go a little bit further. I think maybe around this bend. Maybe there's gonna be my bridge that I'm waiting for. So, don't want to get too ambitious here right away. Like, if I come around this, just going easy, and we'll see that bridge together, that'd be even better. Yes, there it is. I can see the bridge. Yeah, since I'm running a little late here, I believe, I'm just going to paddle like a madman to that next bridge there. And once I'm going under this, I'm going to talk to you some more. Uh-oh. What was that? Somebody was at my boat. Somebody was knocking at my boat. Yeah, I hope Beaver isn't trying to chew a hole in it or something. That would not be good. Yeah, I don't know what that was. To be honest with you, when it gets a little darker, that freaked me out a little bit. I'll check back. I'm still on my way to that bridge there, so there's dogs here and stuff. I don't know, can you hear that? Big doggy over there. Oh well. Yeah, and that's probably the last bridge that I can really show you because I'm thinking the sun is setting right now. So I don't know what happens after that. It might get a little dark here. And I might actually try to get out at the White Mud Bridge. If I can't see anything out on the water here, that could be a concern. There are people up on the bridge. They're watching me float under the river, under the bridge. There's some cyclists. Pretty awesome. Quite beautiful. The next one is just around the corner. We'll try and race there. I'll tell you when I'm there, okay? Alright, I'm out of the water. Now, this behind me is the Fort Edmonton Footbridge. So this is where my boat ride ends. See, there's the rig. Now I got a few minutes to unpack everything, put it all back on the bike, and then I'm on my way home in the dark. And guess what? I normally have lights for my bicycle, like you're supposed to have. Always ride at night with your lights, but today I didn't bring them. Now, after all the fun time, it's time to do some work. I'll talk to you once I pack this all up. Everything's back on the bike. Yeah, it was a bit of a battle, I won't lie, but it's on there, and I'm glad I don't have to do this in complete darkness, because it would have taken longer to do this in complete darkness. So now I gotta ride in the dark, but it's all on trails, so the risk of getting hit by a car is very small. And maybe there's a risk of getting a ticket, but that's about it. That shall be it for this video, because now I really have about 18 kilometers to go to get home. So I hope you give this video a thumbs up. It's more about the boating than about the riding home in the dark. Can't see anything on the camera anyways as it gets darker, but don't worry about me. I know the way. It's a good way. There's not too much to worry about. I'm taking my time. Yeah, like I said again, if you like this video, please let YouTube know so that it can spread to more people. Anyways, hasta la vista, baby.